Made it back to Detroit area with Cocaine and Cream and Keith, and now I'm picking up another car. Keith decided to let go of one of his projects that he hadn't done a whole lot with recently, and it is the Desert Fox. So I'm officially a Subaru owner. This is very weird to say because I never thought I'd actually own one of these, but I'm now officially in the Subaru club. This is the closest I've really been to this thing. This is one of the first times I've touched it. Its windshield has been sealed shut many times. We'll be bugging Alex about this, but oh man. Oh, the shock's opened. Dang. I don't know anything about this car. I just know the original owner. I should say the original owner. One of the owners. His name's James. He was an owner of this car. He owned it for over 10 years, put like over 100,000 miles on it. And I always told myself, if I ever found this car for sale, I'm going to buy it. And I tried to buy it from some of the previous owners, and I was never able to quite secure a deal. But today I secured a deal, and she's coming home with me. So she needs a lot of work, a lot of little parts here and there. We're going to do some door panels, some rear seats on it, get her all dialed in over time. But she's coming home with me today. So we got a 3-hour drive to make her back home. And yeah, should make for a good day. All right, well, just got myself a title. Can you give me some rundowns of this thing? Because I obviously don't know anything about Subarus. I probably know more about football than I know about these Subarus. And I don't know a fucking thing about football.
All right, well, anyway, this thing has a couple of little quirks. For whatever
Door handle.
The oil light is wired in reverse.
Okay.
So if the oil light's on, that means you have oil pressure. And if it goes away, that's a problem.
So it's like a reverse warning light.
It is a reverse
It's a warning you. It's warning you there's no oil when it's out.
Yes.
Okay.
Four-wheel drive switch is right here.
Okay.
You pull up to go into 4 high,
okay,
and then you keep pulling up to go into 4 low.
All right.
You can do that on the fly. It's just like another gear. You just have to have the clutch in.
Okay, so just have to have the clutch in for both high and low? Yeah, or okay.
Yes, so you don't have to come to a complete stop.
Sweet.
Your where is it? Heat, AC, the circulation vent one. These vents right here go to the outside, and that's it.
Okay.
So if you're never going to get heat from this in the middle, but you'll get heat from the other sides.
Okay.
Which is dumb. That was just a Subaru thing. And,
makes sense.
Yeah. And I believe it's when you set it to BL, it actually just vents air in.
Okay.
It's weird, but the heat does work.
Sweet.
You've got key on and then a starter button.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it was wired that way. Oh,
is that the little starter button right there? The little push?
Yeah, that little starter button. You got the key?
Yes. I threw it on my ring. So it is in the pile of all these other keys.
Oh, you lost the Subaru.
No, it's on my pocket. I just took the other keys off right now.
The one weird thing is that instead of having sprayers on this knob, you have the horn.
Oh!
Those don't do anything. It's right here.
All right. Well, that's certainly backwards, but
yeah. Don't know why that's wired backwards either. I think he said something along the lines of the power wire for the horn went out or something like that.
They just found a different power wire.
They just found different power somewhere.
Yeah.
Sadly, your cassette tape doesn't seem to work. Your
yeah.
FM, I mean, it lights up like it's gonna work, but
it doesn't do anything. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just there's no speakers, or if it really just doesn't work.
I don't know. I will figure that out in time.
Yeah.
I'd like some music eventually, but it's not really a concern right now. So.
Yeah, not right now. Your CB does work though. We took the handle off just because it was annoying. But yeah,
there we go.
It does actually work.
First time sitting in this. Oh.
Yeah, your CB.
Oh, sweet.
Right
Fancy.
Yeah.
Put that right there for right now. Where it can get borrowed permanently. Boy, this shifter leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah. Oh, it's a wobble stick.
5-speed, reverses down to the right?
4-speed.
It's only a 4-speed?
Yeah, it's only a 4-speed.
Okay.
And reverses over
top
the
of the
right
right.
and down.
So okay. So this is reverse.
Yeah, that's reverse.
And then that's fourth. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you didn't get a 5-speed unless you got an RX, and if you did get an RX with the turbo and everything, the 5-speed wasn't any higher geared You didn't actually get overdrive, you just got another gear to get there.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
That's odd. All right. So it goes half a rotation. All right, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a long travel.
Hey. Well, I'm excited to own this beast. I will definitely take care of it, and I will improve on her and make her better. And no, it only works with the key on. Oh yeah, sunglasses. Those are probably yours, huh?
Actually, these are real glasses, but they're broke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, well, what do you think? With one brake working, highway or back roads?
I'd say highway as long as you just keep an eye on everybody in front of you.
Yeah.
Just, go slow.
Okay.
I mean, you know how you run into those like backups, but as
Yeah,
long
you
as
can learn that in a minute.
get caught by it. Just remember, it's this one.
Just that one. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll have
I mean,
more brakes before winter. Don't worry. This is her first learning of the one brake.
Yeah. It has one functional brake. If it starts sliding, though, at least you can still steer.
Yeah.
Your front brakes on a Subaru, or I'm sorry, your parking brake on a Subaru is the front brakes, not the brakes.
Really?
So don't try to, put the parking brake.
It ain't gonna make a difference. Okay. Does the parking brake actually work?
Yeah, parking brake works.
Sweet. I'm living the life of luxury in this thing.
Yeah.
Working parking brake, working horn, the basics.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, we got about a 2.5 hour drive back home to our side of the state, so let's go ahead. Our first test drive will be hitting the highway and seeing how she goes. Yeah. All right, well, we're cruising on the highway. The old Desert Fox is doing over 70 right now. I can tell these tires are pretty flat, but she's doing it. Cruising on the highway pretty nicely. Can't really see out that mirror unless I look in there, but that's fine. Yeah. What are your first impressions so far?
It's very interesting.
Very interesting is good enough for me. If the ladies don't at least find what you're driving interesting, probably not worth your time. Alright, well, hopefully this is a non-eventful drive. We're going to keep cruising down the road. We just topped off some gas, so keep cruising. I don't have my GPS running because I vaguely know the way home. So, and yeah, we are making good progress. So we got some potential rain coming. I don't know. I can't really see crap out of this windshield. I don't dare use the wiper blades because they are hold up by zip ties and look like they're falling apart. I don't want to scratch this. Probably already really scratched windshield more, but it's going good so far. Whole trip's been going pretty well. So, it's my first Subaru real experience. I did own a Subaru XT for a very, very short amount of time. I'm talking like a couple hours. I bought it from a friend who bought it from somebody like on the side of the road that thought the motor was bad, had bad this, that, and the other thing, and it wasn't anything. And then I bought it and then told my friend about it, who really needed a car more than I really needed a car. I think I had 3 cars at the time. It's like in high school. And so I sold it to him for basically what I paid for it. And I kind of, in a way, owned a Subaru XT, but this is my first, like, real Subaru experience, as long as I've ever been in one. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying it so far, I guess. Other than it's so shaky. I really need to get your tires on it eventually, but and fix the steering wheel because that's crooked. But yeah, she's a good unit so far. I'm pretty happy with this thing. And we'll catch up with you guys hopefully in a little bit. A couple hundred miles later, we are back from the Detroit area, back to Grand Rapids. The Desert Fox made it, and honestly, despite only having one brake caliper and really bad tires or CV shafts or both, it did really well. 75 down the highway, it was only shaking a lot, but it did great. Like, it legitimately did great. So, I now have a Desert Fox. I'm now a Subaru owner. All right, well, unfortunately, a little bit of a jump cut. Kind of got a little bit sidetracked and distracted. Partway through cleaning the car out, my shop vac decided to give up the white smoke and completely died. So I had to run out, pick up a shop vac, and that turned into making a bunch of other errands and a bunch of other things and a bunch of other stuff. But all right, let's give this thing a little bit of a once over, show you guys kind of what it's all about. So as you can see, it is well, rusty would certainly be a word to describe it. The self-tappers are falling out. Holes all over the place. Rot all on the doors. But you know what? She's just peach. She's just perfect. But inside of here, we got currently 199,411 miles. The odometer does work. The radio actually works too. I only found that like the right front speaker kind of vaguely works. It's really dim. I have no idea where the speakers are actually at in this car. This looks like it would be speaker wire right here, but it's clearly powering something else. I don't know. I don't know what it's maybe this. I don't really know. I don't know anything about this car. If you guys are knowledgeable about these, I'd love to hear some info. But yeah, this is like a vent from the outside. So you turn that on and it just pulls air from the outside, which is actually really cool. I really enjoy that. I love fresh air when driving. It was an AC car. I'm sure it's all long gone now. Fans right up to a toggle switch and horn buttons right over here. Shifter is, let's go ahead and put it in, here's fourth. Second, or that's actually, that was third, this is fourth. Reverse. There's no up to the right gear at all. This shifter is really bad, but parking brake does work. Four-wheel drive allegedly works. I haven't tried it, but I'm sure it does. This one is in ops. I need to find one. This one is broken, but it works vaguely over here, as you see. As for the rear end of the car over here, this is covering up rust holes. We do have a rear upper section of the rear seat, but no bottom section. So I am going to try to find the lower section of the seat. It also doesn't have any door panels. I think they were storing gloves and oil and stuff inside of there, but I'd like to get door panels on it. I know it's completely unnecessary, but if I can get door panels from a junkyard or something like that, I'd be pretty stoked. Rear wiper is off, but the sprayer does work. I pushed the button and fluid came from out here, so possibly I could get the rear wiper working at some point in time. I'm really unsure. This is kind of cool. It's got like a fancy flashy gas cap. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a block or something, but over here you can see wiring in the ground. It's pretty bad right there, but these door handles do work. Anyway, under the hood, for the exhaust actually right here, as you guys can see, it's got like a tractor flap on here. This just kind of pulls out. I'll pop the hood real quick and show you guys underneath here. So now this right here, it just slips up like that. You go over here, that is binding up on the wiper cowl, but up it goes. And then that just sits on the spare tire, which the spare tire's under the hood. Very Subaru, very not used to that yet. I don't know anything about these. These struts look pretty clapped. This belt is, probably shouldn't be quite that loose, so this might need some adjustments. I don't even know how to adjust these belts. I don't know anything about these things. I'm guessing this is probably where the AC was at some point in time. This is probably the water pump right here. But yeah, this belt is cracking. I'm gonna have to buy another belt for this. Ooh. Yeah, that belt's getting real bad. We gotta get a belt order for this thing, but it's got a decent sized radiator. Fan works. Only really cool is half of it, I guess, but I don't know what else to say. It does work, and yeah, I don't know anything about these. This is a 1.8 liter to my understanding. It certainly does things. It made a 2.5 hour drive plus home, and I've driven around for a couple of days now, so I'd say it's done well. I just got to figure out what all the wiring is, what all this stuff does, why these are disconnected. Maybe they're supposed to be disconnected. I don't know. There's a lot of unknowns about this car yet, but that's the joys of getting somebody else's car, someone else's project. So Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what else to say. Oh, one other thing I do want to point out. This is not an actual Desert Fox. This is a clone. Somebody put the decals on here. Actually, James, one of the long-term previous owners, put the Desert Fox thing on here. This car has seen a lot of Silver Lake miles, he said, which is really cool because I plan on taking it back there sometime soon after I make sure it's not going to fall apart underneath and maybe put a couple more self-tappers in down there. But yeah, don't really know what else to say. If you guys got any information that you can learn me, I'm all ears. Like I said, I know more about football than I know about Subarus, and I don't know anything about football or sports in general. I'm not a sports person. There we go. I should probably run that bolt down a little bit. It looks like it's about to come out, huh? Yeah, oh yeah, that's finger tight. We're gonna tighten that up real quick. It doesn't look any different, but I promise you, it's not much different. Kind of gave everything a once over a little bit. Cleaned off some stickers and stuff off the back window. Put one of my stickers on there. If you guys want one of those, shoot me an email or a DM on Instagram. I got a couple of these. I'll pass them out. Cleaned off the falling apart gambler stickers and a couple other stickers you couldn't really read on the back of this thing anymore. We did a little bit of a Craigslist rebuild on the floorboards, but we lost the receipt somewhere. So floorboards were missing. They were just stop signs and stuff like that. So I gave it a little bit of a blast of bed liner paint just to kind of keep the floor mats from sliding around and theoretically quiet it down inside. Not that I'm looking for a quiet, luxurious ride because I enjoy the fact that this thing's a little bit of a hoopty, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think of the old Desert Fox. Let me know what you think I should do with it. I'm definitely planning on taking it to the UP to go visit one of its long-term previous owners sometime soon. And I don't know what else I'm going to do with it. We're going to make a run to a junkyard here sometime soon. I'll take you guys along for that video. It'll be quite a fun adventure. We're going to try to pull some Subaru parts. I first saw this car in 2012 at Silver Lake Sand Dunes. And I've seen it then and there, between then and now, a few times. And every time I popped up for sale, I could never quite get it. I actually offered one of the previous owners $1,000 for it. He was like, it's not worth $1,000. And I was like, okay, how about $800? He was like, well, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then he ended up selling it to somebody for like $250, $300 or something like that. So, hey, whatever. I got it for $500 and I'm super stoked. So, need some brakes, need some CVs, need some other stuff, but we're going to get her dialed in here sometime soon. So, stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Adios.